Welcome back to the channel.
So we are filming from another location today. This kitchen may look similar to ours. The cabinetry is very similar, but that's because it's secondhand. And we did this at our house as well. So our kitchen, we purchased the cabinets from Habitat, which is a restore that you can go to in the States where it's all old building materials, reused furniture.
It's donated from people who are working on construction projects, decided to renovate their home, and everything that they had was perfectly good, but it wasn't necessarily what they wanted. So you donate it, tax write-off, they sell it cheaper.
And then we get to buy it for a reasonable price and install it in a house.
Yeah.
The only thing that's challenging is you have to work with what you have, right? I mean, it's just you buy these cabinetry, it comes with what it comes with, and you kind of just have to make it work. So in our house, we had some issues with the sizing where we actually had to build a little bit of a shelf in one area where the cabinets didn't meet up perfectly. So now we are helping my mom in one of her properties do the same thing.
Budget kitchen projects can feel intimidating, but again, you're essentially doing the exact same thing. You're a little bit more constrained with, like she said, with what cabinets you have. So you do have to plan them out a little bit better. And sometimes you do have to go looking for additional cabinets on places like Facebook Marketplace or other Habitat restores to help kind of fill in the gap. And that's what we ended up doing. So you saw with our laundry project, we ended up buying a brand new cabinet that matched pretty closely. We just painted it to act as an accent. So you can do a lot and save thousands.
Yes. So we'll tell you at the end how much the cabinets cost once you see kind of what it looks like. And it'll take some time. Obviously, we need to order countertops for this space, so it takes a couple of weeks for them to fabricate those. So we'll show you the final product in a later video, but for now, this video is simply about using older cabinets and making them fit and work in a new space. So we're going to show you that today. We are actually in the middle of this. We jumped in this morning to get the cabinets all installed and really just like set our game plan. All right, we have a game plan. We are planning out the kitchen layout, but we also know that we need a few things. So my mom has purchased the range that will go in the kitchen, and we're gonna go grab that from her house so that we can set it in place and just make sure that the cabinets are placed correctly. And then she also has a cabinet that she's considering putting in here to act as like a pantry. So we're gonna measure that and make sure it fits. If not, then we'll leave it. But we also need to grab a few other tools, and then we'll come back and get to work. It's way too hot for overalls today. It's only like maybe 80, 85 degrees, but it is humid.
Because if we're not starting in that corner, it's starting at the back wall, like you're saying.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we need to start in, like these ones back in these corners where we know where they're gonna go. And now that we have the range. See, Matthew and I are a nice balance of like him knowing how to do things and me reining him in sometimes when he tries to jump to do something like this, and I'm like, whoa, that's not where we need to start.
Y'all do make a good team, I have to say, in life and in this kind of thing.
Are you doing that for something?
No, I don't know if it came to cabinets or not.
Here, and I think we're just chucking this. Ah, God.
You okay?
Yeah, that's down my butt. Can I chuck this in the trailer?
Yeah.
So part of buying the used cabinets they might not be in perfect shape. So first thing when we jumped into this today was addressing some of the cabinets that weren't perfect. So we had to put a cabinet face on. We had to create some legs so that everything sat level and was solid. And so you'll see some of that here.
Yeah, I think we need to turn that one upside down and fix the base of it first. like those two. I'm gonna get a breeze in here. Did help.
Yep.
That did help open that one. Whew.
Hi, spiders. We're marking where this corner cabinet goes. If you hold the back side of that tape. Just under. So we're gonna go put that at the 24 mark. And the stick. Doesn't have to be perfect.
Yeah. I think we need to fix this cabinet and install this corner first, because everything goes off the corner.
Well, that's just it. I'm taping this so that we don't necessarily have to have this cabinet in place.
But I'm saying I think that it would be wise to have that cabinet in place, because that's the corner's the foundation. We either need to install, we need to install that.
You can't install this until there is another cabinet to it. We can have that roughly set in place, but this doesn't butt to a wall. It's free flowing. So this side and this side get established before that gets established. We just need to have a rough placement for that one. Otherwise, it's just in the way, and then you end up with our cabinet like we have for ours, where it sits uneven.
When I was sitting on the stairs out there, he came up and smelled my hand, but I couldn't get really close to him.
We got the other thing. Go around. Go around. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Hi. Hi, sweet boy. Hi, sweet boy. Hi.
Hi, good boy. You're a handsome buddy. Where'd you sit this year?
Oh, I want him. He is handsome. He's like, I live here now. I'm gonna come in.
Specific measurement. Has to be that way.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Cut a 2x4 and then attach it. It's gonna be easier to attach than these particle board things.
Well, no, we're gonna do little chunks of 2x4 as nailers for these.
Sorry, spiders. There's so many of them. While Matthew fixes the legs on the Lazy Susan, I'm gonna start prepping our first cabinet for installation. Our first cabinet in is the sink one, and we have to cut it. So we have our plumbing, and we need to make holes for that inside the cabinet. Okay, I think we are ready to start cutting the hole. It's always scary. Here we go. Okay, moment of truth. Not too bad. And I want it on the record that I didn't cut this big hole in this cabinet in the back. This blade is duller than dull. Look at that.
Yeah.
Storm's rolling in.
Okay. So we don't want to rest it, like tilt it onto the legs. We want to lift up
Yeah.
and set onto the legs.
I think I can go further back than that. Or, oh no, because it's, okay, yeah,
It's based off of the cabinets, and that's why
Yeah,
you saw me tape, so that we can get kind of,
because this can go over a little bit too.
yep. So as of right now, all of the movement will come from that cabinet. So it should be roughly 2 feet.
6.5. kind of dishwasher you're gonna get that fits in here. That's the space you have.
That's all the space?
Yeah,
It'll have to be a small one.
it will have to be. Do you want to look up some?
We're gonna double check some things.
If you need like a 20-inch wide dishwasher, do they make those?
I don't know. Let me
Before we get too far along.
see. Because we do have a dishwasher down in Mom's basement, but it's bigger than that. But they do make like apartment size.
Yeah, exactly, like a mini one. Okay, so now that you've caught up, here's where we are now. We have started to place the cabinets, kind of the sizes, and gotten a plan for where things are going to go, taking into account the appliances, the size cabinets that we have, and making it work. As you saw, we started with the sink cabinet because the sink location really anchors the rest of the cabinetry because the plumbing is where it is already. We had planned for it to be under the window. So this cabinet will be a sink. The corner cabinet is what it is. This is where they have to be located. And then this corner cabinet is where it will be located. So now we know the gap that we have for a dishwasher. This will be a very small dishwasher. So we do not have that yet, and we'll need to purchase a small kind of apartment sized 18-inch dishwasher for this space. We are still working through how we will arrange the cabinets around the stove over here. And this side, we have the larger cabinet is where it's going to be located. We will have a fridge here in this location, and then we'll have some other cabinetry over here. And you'll notice that we're starting with the base cabinets. The base cabinets have to go first. So if you're doing this at home, start with the base cabinets because the uppers will just fall in place with the bases. They're the same width, so it'll work out, but you have to start with the bases and line up like where your appliances and everything are gonna go. That's just how we have always done it and how I would recommend you doing it if you're trying to reuse cabinets yourself at home.
So first things first, you have to have something to mount cabinets to. Base cabinets, if everything's brand new, new construction, everything's perfect. Typically you can mount them straight to the floor, screw them into the wall, countertop's gonna hold it down. Unfortunately with older homes, you have cabinets that are sitting slightly unlevel. So what I find best is to actually cut 2x4 braces, and what you actually mount those to the floor, and that gives you a space on the front face of the cabinet, underneath, behind your toe kick, right here, to mount the cabinet level and have it nice and secure where all that downward pressure of those countertops are supporting everything. So that's our next step.
Okay, so now we're gonna be cutting over here. We had this set up outside earlier, but it has started to rain, so we are now inside, which is not ideal, but it is what it is on a rainy day.
She forgot stuff outside in the rain.
Oh no.
It wasn't electrical.
Overalls are soaked. Coffee was watered down. Push this over. I want to see which cabinet fits on this side. And that's on the hump. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of issues with this.
No, I'm seeing what's causing this, like.
It's the floor. So another thing that we're working with, so this is an older house, and okay, so actually this side, so this is a duplex that my mom owns with her siblings. The other side was the original house, and then like in the 70s, 60s, 70s-ish, they built, this was like a porch or something, so, but they built this like as another unit on the side. So we're also working with some weirdness. There's like a little bit of unlevelness in the floor just because of like where the part of the foundation is like concrete where there was a porch, and then part of the foundation is old like joists and stuff. So I mean there's kind of a little bit of a hump right here in the flooring. So everything's sitting wonky. So we'll just have to work through that. The plan is to just level the cabinet to make that level, and then we're gonna have to buy new kick plates to run around the bottoms of the cabinet. So we'll just put that kick plate a little bit lower so that you can't tell that this side of the cabinetry is up off the floor a little bit. So we'll show you that in a little bit once we get that cabinet installed.
Yeah, nothing's level there.
Yeah.
So
I mean, we'll have to figure that out.
we have about 7.5 inches.
I mean, at the worst case scenario, build a little pony wall and then face it in, and then the countertop will just go over it.
Yeah, and if we do it that way, I would say we just use the 2x6. I have that treated piece of 2x6 that's in there. We just build that thickness, and so that we end up with a little bit more room back over here. Great job cutting this, babe.
Thank you. There is a huge spider. The other thing about old cabinetry is there are friends hiding. And remind me, you put this on the floor this way, right? Not up.
You can do either, truthfully.
Which
It's
way?
better. I like to do it
You
flat.
do it this way. Yeah, that's what I remember.
Congratulations.
I'm just trying to remember from our house because that was a while ago.
So now that acts as a place for us to screw our face into in case things are a little unlevel.
Get that spider. He's still living in there. That's what you want to see. First cabinet installed. The first one's the hardest. Now that that's in, we're gonna zoom through these and get the rest installed.
I love her optimism.
Mister. Good boy. Can you sit? Sit. Sit. Can you sit? Can you sit? Sit. Sit.
He's like, I don't know these words.
Good. Sit. That was a good sit.
He's like, I'm supposed to get loves or treat, I think.
Sit. 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 Yeah.
Good
that's a
boy.
sit.
Good boy.
That's a sit. Yeah. You are a handsome, handsome boy. I love your eyes. Yeah. Yes, you're so sweet. Okay, now sit. Come here. Sit. 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 No, come. Good boy. Come. Good boy. Sit. Sit. Sit.
Good boy.
Good boy. Yeah, that's a good sit. You're a smart boy, aren't you? You are. You're so smart. All right, back to work after lunch. Back to work after lunch.
Back to rebuilding. Oh, that's a good board for that trim piece.
Oh, that's perfect. That is the perfect size. Heck yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be perfect right there. Oh, I love when things work out.
I know, right?
Is this the face board?
Yep. Well, we're about to find out. Pretty sure it is.
So cute.
Well, no, you have to do a toe kick on top of this.
No, but I mean the Tokyo baseboard thing. The thingamajig.
That's the one. Pew pew.
We're gonna do bigger than that, better than that. Because I don't trust that.
It's okay, buddy.
Now that the cabinets are installed, we are installing a 2x4 behind the Lazy Susan to act as a support for the countertops. Don't forget to find the studs.
So those corners are mounted.
Looks so good. All right, so I guess because do you want to be able to call to have the countertops measured
Yeah,
and
I'd
all
like
of
to
that?
have it.
So we have to install this. We can't wait for the fridge. So what's a standard width fridge?
I thought it was 36.
Well, I mean, why would you have to install it? That's what we're going to use right there, and it's not.
We need to know the measurements of what fridge you're actually going to put, like the fridge.
No, but she's saying that we can still wait to install it. But the way that old houses work, this is not always straight.
Oh,
So they come
okay.
and they measure with lasers so that it fits up against these walls that
Oh,
are not
okay.
straight. So
The other option is we can literally treat it as it's starting at the window and we leave an opening there for whatever.
yeah, I mean, I think the best, because I mean, this is wide enough for a very like good sized fridge. So, well, you were talking about, are we putting a thing here?
I would.
Well, we need to do that. But somebody look up a standard width fridge. Where's my tape?
Well, I mean, some of them are what 31 inch.
But there's a standard. Do you see the? I mean, this is gonna be plenty. I mean, even if we have, because I mean, I would imagine that we're gonna try to stop the wall here, right?
Yeah.
This is, and then so from this window
39.
to this is 37 and a half.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think a standard fridge would be like a 36. But
Well, it says 28 to 36 is what it says.
8, 36. So yeah, either way, it'll fit in this space. So even on the big side, 36, that gives, you know, a little over half an inch on each side to fit through there. All right, we are at a good point that we need to take a little bit of a pause. We need to go get a few more materials. We need to get some more lumber to build pony walls for some of the spaces that are going to be kind of gaps in the cabinetry. So between the corner cabinet and the range, and then between the fridge and the cabinet beside it. So we're gonna go get some more lumber and a few other things. We need a few more tools from one of our other project houses, so we're gonna go get those, and we will be right back. See you then.
oh, that might be dead. Which I would be very annoyed about. Because for some reason it is not working.
Did it get you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, saw it. All right, pony wall finished for now. We're gonna do the same thing next to the Lazy Susan on the side.
To the face. To the back.
Where'd our board that you keep knocking over go?
Right there.
Right. No.
To the left of your hand. It might shift if you're not careful.
Finished stuff that I like. Just makes it look so much better.
Okay.
Oh man, those trim pieces just turned out so nice. We're lucky that the set came with these. All right, we are calling it for today. We have one more lower cabinet to do, and then tomorrow we will wrap that one up. It's the one that's sitting on the like kind of hump in the floor. This is just an old house. It comes with quirks. That's one of the quirks, and it's gonna take more energy and brain power than I personally want to invest tonight. And we have puppies at home that are probably hungry. So we are going to, hello. So we're gonna call it a day, and then we're gonna come back tomorrow with fresh minds and fresh energy and finish up this beautiful secondhand kitchen. See you tomorrow. We are back at it today. Matthew and I are gonna kind of divide and conquer. So he is going to fix the kick plate on the cabinet. It was kind of fell off during the removal from the original home. And then I am going to work to measure the range and make sure we have the right opening for that. This way.
Again, this wall right here is not square. This back is kicking over just a little bit when we installed it because of hump and everything. This is what matters.
The back matters too, because that stove is the same size from the front to the back. So it's not going to be level. Either that the bottom is going to have to kick out in order for the top to have enough room. Yes.
Will you listen to me?
I'm listening to you. You're not listening to me.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
So I want to see if this ledge up here is level, because we're thinking about just butting the cabinet straight up to there.
It is not level.
And it's not level, so we can't do that. Makes it a little bit more challenging. Here's my plan. I think we butt that one up and then do the 2x4 level at the base of that one, and then just do the rest of them there.
I think you're right. These are not screws you hold cabinets up with. These, especially in particle board, will want to rip out because this weakens. The screw that you want to use, correct length, but also has this nice head that actually captures to hold.
Ooh, it's hot outside again today, but when we came in, it was actually cooler in here just from it being cool last night. It like trapped the coolness in, so we're trying to keep everything shut just until it gets too hot in here, and then we'll open it up. Again, there's no breeze today. It is very still, hot, humid air, so that's always fun. So what we're doing right now is installing a 2x4 that'll be temporary, but instead of trying to like just muscle hold the cabinet and drill it in, we can just set the cabinet and just have to pivot it up, and then we can drill in. So it makes life a lot easier, and it makes sure that everything is level all the way across the run of upper cabinet. So it's a good tip. There will be some repairs. You know, we have 2 screws in each end of the board, but there will eventually be a backsplash, so it's really, you know, we'll be covered up anyway.
Yeah. It's a temporary ledger board,
Yes.
is what it's called.
The fancy term. It's important to know where the studs are too when you hang upper cabinets for obvious reasons. You're going to be putting quite a bit of weight in them, and you want to make sure you're drilled into a stud instead of just the drywall. I've seen online people have had cabinets that just completely fell off. That's probably the issue. They didn't get into a stud, or maybe they only hit like one stud, so there's only one screw in a stud. So that's what we're doing now. We're marking where the studs are. We have a stud finder, but sometimes it finds ghost studs in the wall. I don't know how this works to identify where a stud is. So we're double checking. This is all going to be behind cabinetry, so we have a few holes, but no one will know. So that's what we're doing. We're just testing to make sure we know exactly where the studs are. Alrighty.
So now once you get this one and you have that temporary ledger board, this side will actually go pretty quick. I might have just shot myself in the foot.
Yeah, you're gonna jinx yourself, Matthew.
Knocking on the wood real quick.
A few moments later.
That's a problem.
What?
That one will not hit a stud. I jinxed myself.
Since there's no studs behind this narrow cabinet, we're using heavy-duty anchors. First, Matthew drills a hole through the back of the cabinet into the wall so that we know where the anchors will be. Then he installs the anchors in the wall and finally installs the cabinet, being sure to screw through the drill holes from earlier so that we make sure to hit the anchors in the wall.
Something you'll hear Skylar and us say a lot when it comes to these old houses, better not perfect. You'll never get perfect. But damn it, I'll try.
All right, so one of the fun things working with secondhand cabinets is you run into issues. So the people who removed these cabinets from the original home did not do so very delicately. So we are dealing with the ramifications of that, and we have a few like kick plates that we had to reinstall. We're running into the first issue with an upper. Again, Matthew jinxed us. So we have some side panels that are detaching, and just for the structural integrity of the cabinet, I mean, we really need to resolve that instead of just slapping it up on the wall. So we're gonna go ahead and try to tackle that. And we're on there. We are structurally sound. Now Matthew's gonna throw her up there. Switch the swing of the door so that it makes more sense. That's another thing with secondhand cabinets. You just have to like make them work and change things that you need to change. All right, now we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Except for we have an addition to this side that will be the microwave above the range. So we'll be installing that as well.
So I forgot to mention it earlier, but someone else hung these upper corner cabinets and they weren't level, so we're having to take them down and rehang them.
We get to do an unboxing video. So going with the theme of this whole thing as secondhand, we went to Lowe's and went to the scratch and dent section and found a brand new microwave. Instead of $480, it was $250. It was brand new, special order. They just canceled.
I don't know if anyone's ever installed a microwave before, but it's not enjoyable. So the microwave's very heavy, and we're just gonna give it our best go.
This bracket, you can think of it just like this board. This screws in and acts as a ledger for the bottom, and then the top of the microwave is held by the upper cabinet.
Okay. I've never seen a microwave installed.
We've done a few of them. We probably should have cut our holes before it was up there.
I actually prefer doing it up here, but also I think they've already done that for us.
No, but we have to do it at the top because the outlet's way up there. So we have to do another hole through the top of the cabinet.
I don't have a spade right here.
Well, we can just do the
Multi-tool?
multi-tool. Come
You're
on.
You're probably going through a staple.
Ugh.
You want me to get it?
No. Because it's also like in a tight spot, so it's like you have to work. finally. Okay.
Let's pop this down. And we're gonna go ahead and actually hang the cabinet next to it, just because it's gonna help us with the confines of this bracket.
I'm listening.
Yeah, this, more or less.
This is like the end.
Well, we got more cabinet over here.
You wanted to hang the cabinet
Yeah.
first.
I wasn't listening.
Oh, you said you were listening.
I know. And then I looked at the camera and was like, no, I
Most of the time, when I'm talking, it is straight peanuts, just wah,
Wah,
wah, wah, wah, wah.
wasn't. All right, so it's this one. This is the template that comes with the microwave. We taped it to the wall first and then flip it up. And this will tell us where the screw holes need to be. Or they're really bolts or something, not screws.
Mounting hardware.
Sure. We're done! The cabinets are installed. We are really excited about the way it turned out. So my mom, we told you, purchased these cabinets secondhand. She purchased them on Facebook Marketplace, but we ourselves have purchased from Habitat for Humanity, which goes for a great cause. Habitat is a great organization to support. So if you're looking to install secondhand cabinets, we hope this video helped you. My mom paid $1,000 for all of the cabinetry that we installed today, and there's actually several other cabinets that we didn't end up using.
There's actually a lot of extra wood here that we could have used to actually make some of the trim pieces, which we will have to do once the dishwasher's in.
Yeah.
We don't know the exact dimensions of the dishwasher at this moment, so the big point is it is ready for kitchen counter templating, which is going to make this kitchen pop.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, so my mom's going with granite countertop. So when you save money on the cabinetry, you can get a little higher scale countertops that maybe you wouldn't have been able to afford otherwise. Just keep in mind that we are still missing a fridge, so you'll see the gap for that, and the dishwasher. We'll install those in another video.
Yeah.
We're very excited for the way the cabinets turned out, and it just really transformed this space. We hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.